I'd like to start off this video by making it more like a speech and talk about what I've learned from public speaking, taking it at the University of Colorado Boulder. During this time, I learned that there are many cons, many pros, and many different ways that this public speaking class will help my future career. I'd like to go over those three now. First, I'd like to go over the cons. When I first joined this class, I was pretty scared and very nervous because I know I'm not a good public speaker and I'm not a fan of it. But once I got into it, I realized a whole different situation. Even though my anxiety was a huge problem with holding me back and I got nervous every time before taking a speech, I learned that this class helped me deal with that and helped me find different methods to use to help get over it and stuff like that. I also struggled a lot with using eye contact during my speeches, but when I reviewed a bunch of the videos of myself, I actually noticed myself getting better and better each time. So I saw a lot of improvement over that, even though it was something I really struggled with in this class. And it was hard for me to find a lot of passions that I could talk about in my speeches, which was a big struggle for me. But overall, I could narrow it down and find something that sparked my interest even a little bit, and it actually became more of a passion of mine once I started to do more research about that type of stuff. Next, I'd like to go into talking a little bit more about the pros and how much they all surprised me, especially because I was not really excited to take this class, but it really impressed me. From this class, I got a lot of confidence when giving speeches, which I didn't really have before, but now I can even see my personality kind of come through my speeches in a way, and instead of being a very monotone voice and staring at the page the whole time, I can actually look up at the audience and kind of disclose my feelings towards them through different versions of eye contact and things like that. I learned how to properly put a speech together, kind of like I'm doing in this video, where it's you have to give your 3 ideas before and then give a preview to them and then go deep into them and then go and review over them. And I learned that it's really helpful for the audience and yourself to keep track of what you're talking about and not go too deep into one subject. And lastly, I really enjoyed how this class helped me appeal to a larger audience and more audience adaptation, just because I never really realized how when you're talking it's affecting everyone and you really need to be more self-conscious about people in the audience because you don't want to affect them or harm them, and this class really helped me see that. And lastly, I'd like to talk about how this class helped my future career. I really saw that in this class it was already starting to help me in other classes when I'd be giving presentations or speeches, and I could see myself getting better grades just because I was doing little things like giving more eye contact and doing more emotional appeal for the audience and just little things like that. I know that this class is going to be a major aspect of my degree, especially because it's communications, and I really think it will be beneficial to me overall. And I think it will help me in the long run in things like interviews and just the passions that I am interested in, just anything like that, because in some point in life, I'm probably going to have to give a speech about them. So in conclusion, I've gone over all the pros and cons about this class, and I've talked about how it's going to help me in my future career. And I'd just like to say that it's a very great class, and I'm very happy I took it and picked up all of these helpful tips and hints from it.